YouTube, how's it going? It is your boy Jay Loves here, bringing you guys another episode of the Leicester City Career Mode. This is episode number 11. And today we have a look around the competitions to see what we have going on in this episode, as we have got Newcastle in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. We are currently 4th in the Prem, but we start off today with the second leg of the Europa League round of 16 up against Villarreal. You're probably wondering why are we looking back at the theater mode? Why aren't we looking at the raw clips? Well, I forgot to press record. So yeah, that's the situation that we were working with. As you guys saw, Takefusa Kubo scoring a interesting goal, where I moved my Schmeichel to the right position, but he still managed to get it in. Jamie Vardy, it's found through and away from a through ball by Madison to bring it back 1-1. Harvey Barnes gets a goal right here. Look at this. He stops, cuts back out, and absolutely smacks that one on his right to make it 4-3 on aggregate. And then Vardy is through on goal. He stops, cuts in, and absolutely fires that one on his right foot into the back of the net, which leads us 10-0. 77 minutes later, we find Cengiz under Cengiz. Look at this for a ball, finding Inaki Williams. Inaki is free as a bird away on goal. Ball rolls, does our back heel. Look who it falls to. It's our other young Belgian, Dennis Prayat, who, again, he's our version of Nemanja Matic, as he doesn't do much, but when he is called upon, he knows how to get the job done. He fires that one into the back of the net. Very well done by the Belgian to, I believe, give us the 5-3 advantage. We're just loving life here at Leicester City at the King Power. Fans are going mental. That is Dennis Prayat, second in the Europa League. And honestly, that was it. There was nothing really going on after that, which I found surprisingly enough, considering it was such a high-scoring game. We do come away with a 4-1 win in the second leg, but 6-3 on aggregate, which leads us to the first place clash up against Liverpool. And I completely forgot to mention in the intro, because I'm a terrible YouTuber. If you guys are enjoying this content and you want to see more of it, make sure you please leave me a like and make sure you share this around, because it's the only way we're going to grow. It's the only way we're going to get big on this platform. But yeah, make sure you also sub, as we are looking to hit 100 subs, hopefully one day. But Liverpool v Leicester at Anfield. It is a top 4 clash. And I don't know if you guys saw this earlier, but we have the game in hand. So if we somehow come away with the win here at Anfield, we will, I think, jump all the way up to second place. So that's something I really want to achieve, hopefully. But 10 minutes in, it was, well, this entire first half was just all Liverpool, as you will see eventually from these highlights. As Thiago whips one in, finds the head of Sadio Mane, and inside 10 minutes, the Foxes are 1-0 down. Which is just not something you want to see when you're a Leicester City fan, because straight up, it sucks. And they concede a header on this first time go. So, it's 17th in the Prem, and this first half, it just went down. As Firmino plays the one over the top, finds Salah, hits it first time on his weak foot. It is saved by Schmeichel, and what did you guess it? Salah whips one in, Mane with another headed goal. And at this stage, it's looking unlikely that we're going to come back from this. It's looking very, very unlikely to come back from this 2-0 deficit. Not scoring one, but 2 headed goals from 2 corners. I mean, to be fair, they've had all the shots against us. Like, what was the keeper doing? I don't know. But Sadio Mane going to celebrate with the Anfield end. His 18th in the Premier League campaign, and I mean, if we couldn't be more in a hole. Firmino finding Salah. Salah absolutely turns Fofana. Firmino plays that one through to Salah, and Salah on his weak foot. He's found the back of the net with about a minute to go of added time in the first half, and it's just like, do we even stand a chance coming back from this game? Well, we're about to see if we can somehow manage a comeback. See, it's stupid of me to move the keeper there when I knew it was going to be going near post. But Jurgen Klopp just punching the air. I don't know what he's doing, but going into this halftime whistle, it's not looking good. But straight from the second half kickoff, Maddison on the ball finds Inaki. The 1-2 is being played. Maddison, beautiful ball by Inaki. Ball roll, finds the back of the net. And just like that, we've somehow brought it back 3-1. And it's like, okay, we brought one back. I still don't think we're going to get anything from this, but at least we got something to come back from this. Nice little ball roll there, composes himself and hits it on his now 3-star weak foot, which we have been training up very, very heavily. And that will be Inaki Williams' 9th in the Prem. And I'm like, don't waste any time. We keep going. Maddison. He, for some bizarre reason, just kicks that one instead of controlling it like he normally does. Allison now whips that one up, and look who's winning the end of it. It's Ndidi who wins it, finds its way to Tillemans. Tillemans going on a run, finding Hamza. First time pass by Hamza was beautiful, and Aki has a second. And we are getting the ball back, and we are just not messing around. I believe that was our second shot of this entire game, and it's gone in the back of the net. This game was literally determined from a FIFA match. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Inaki, beautiful, beautiful finish. And we are 3-2 up. Well, 3-2 down, I should say. Not 3-2 up. It wouldn't really make sense. But we are hitting crunch time now. All Liverpool had to do was just pass it around and they would have won it, as Kramaric gets denied by Ndidi. Finds Tillemans, first time ball into Jamie Vardy. Vardy does a little Cruyff turn, gets enough of it, ball roll, finds Tillemans, beautiful bit of dribbling. And a minute over the allotted 3. Finds Yuri Tillemans stealing away a point up against Liverpool. Leicester, we've somehow brought it back from 3-0 down to a 3-3 draw. And look at the dribbling there, and the finish from Tillemans was just top quality. On his 5-star weak foot, finds the top of the net. Klopp is devastated. Leicester fans are going wild. Yuri's 5th in the Prem, and we walk away somehow with a point when Liverpool should have gotten all 3. It's just something you'd never expected from us, and as you can see soon enough from the full-time stats, it was literally a FIFA match, like an Ultimate Team match. 3 shots and they've all went in, and we robbed a point off of them. Now, as you can see, Ndidi has gone up to an 88, as we have a bit of a Midlands affair between ourselves and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, this game, in the 3rd of 4 played today, was something short of games that we should be doing, likely. As Petro Neto has 2 goals in his last match, but again, straight from kickoff. To find its way to Tonali into Vardy. Vardy, little bridge there, gets denied automatically. Look at Harvey Barnes taking a Willy Bolly from the back. He just absolutely clatters and ball roll, finds Madison, finesses. And within the first 5 minutes, we are 1-0 up in the first 5. It's crazy. That's the way it should have been from the very beginning. Madison, beautiful finesse finish into the back of the net. And we have the lead. Wolves unlucky not to get that deflected otherwise. But yeah, James Madison and his 13th in the Premier League. As we now move on a little bit forward, as we see Chelsea are all the way down in 7th. And this is a couple minutes after we scored, as it finds its way to Johnny Whitson first time, finds a Dama on his weak foot, and Kasper Schmeichel redeems himself a little bit after conceding 3 against the Reds of Liverpool. They look to whip the one forward as Castagna wins that one, finds Ndidi. Ndidi up to Tillemans. Tillemans with the little running fake shot. Finds Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes, what's he going to do? He is going to pass it to Tillemans. Tillemans to Madison. Madison, little ball roll, a little bit of trickery there. Finds Vardy. Vardy with a little bridge. Then runs everyone forward, and it's going to be a corner. It's just something that's crazy at the end of the day. Madison whips one in. Vardy rises and finds the back of the net. And I think Vardy's first headed goal, and I think he loves scoring in the Prem. He loves scoring. It doesn't matter who it is. Don't be giving him that much space, or he will do that to you. Jamie Vardy, 34 years of age. And oh dear Lord. Well, what a player. This man Vardy is just something else. I don't know what it is, but he's scoring number 18 in the Premier League so far. And Vardy is just loving it. Now, moving out to the end of the half. What do we got going on here? It finds its way to Neves. Neves finds its way to Raulito Jimenez. Jimenez pulls it back to Neto. And again, Kasper Schmeichel with a massive, massive save. Schmeichel did everything correct. He places himself right. And going into the break, we are 2-0 up. Looking at Raul Jimenez, it has been a slow day for him. He hasn't really had much going forward except making a couple chances. But, again, 2 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. As Ndidi wins that one back. Second half begins. Tonali finding Vardy. Vardy into Madison. What a turn. Is he going to somehow find that back of the... No, he's not. And literally, not even seconds after that, they find its way to Adamo. What a tackle from Soyuncu. Kind of redeeming himself for that last-ditch tackle he had against Villarreal in the... No, not Villarreal. Real Sociedad. In the round of 32, it finds its way to Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes, look at this for a run. Stops, cuts in, finds Vardy, gets deflected, falls back to him, and he finds the back of the net in this Midlands affair. And Vardy's putting his hands up, saying he's got a little bit lucky. I'm sorry for that, but he shouldn't be apologizing when he scored goal number 19 of this Premier League season, which is just absolutely insane. I think he's had, well, I think at this stage, he has scored 38 goals in all competitions this year. I could be wrong. But we are going, well, at the end of this video, we're going to look at all the total stats, so I could be correct at the end of the day. But Cengiz Ünder looks to play that one away. Madison looks to play the one forward, gets intercepted by Willy Bolly, finds Roman Size, up to Daniel Podence. And this little goal here was just something special. Podence finds Jimenez. Jimenez gets tackled off. Daniel Podence, little back heel, finds Jimenez and finds the near post finish from the big bad Mexican Raulito Jimenez. So it was a good goal by them. It was a good goal. But will it be enough? And his 15th on the year, will it be enough? Will there be anything afterwards? And the answer is no. We come away with the victory in this Midlands affair, as we've taken down Wolves 3-1 overall. And Jamie Vardy, he's just proving time and time again that he loves scoring the goals. And again, it's the stats of a FIFA match. 4 shots, 4 on target, 3 goals versus Wolves' 7th. Well, 7 shots. Now, this game against West Ham is very important. But in the quarterfinals, we have been drawn Frankfurt in the Europa League quarterfinals. So that's going to be a fun episode to record. But we win this game against West Ham United with this game in hand at home at the King Power. And we will find our way up to second in this competition, or in the Premier League itself. So the question now becomes, can we get it done? As they gotta look out for our goal scorer, Jamie Vardy, who has 4 in his last 3. But we're about to find out as Vardy, he's just running with it. He finds Cengiz under. Look at this. Little lofted through pass, finding Vardy. Vardy runs that one inside. He's looking to get a goal from it, but nothing in return as they clear that one away. But indeed, he does win that one slightly. Finds its way to Madison. Madison to Vardy. Vardy with a running fake shot. Little ball roll. Tries to get that one away. He does. He finds the space and a big save there from Lucas Fabianski. But nothing to come out of it as it goes for a throw-in. Tonali to Tillemans. Tillemans to Barnes. Look at that for a turn. And in 15 minutes, the dream of going above both Manchester clubs has waken up. Harvey Barnes, he loves scoring the goals when he needs to. And if ever there was a time where we needed a win to go a little bit up the table, it would be now. As Harvey Barnes will come away scoring his 6th in the Prem. And look at that. He's wearing the number 15, and he scores in the 15th minute. What a time. Tonali, well, what was that for a pass? It doesn't really matter. As Declan Rice finds his way to Mikel Antonio, finding Paulinho to Jared Bowen, and what can you do about that? What can you do about that? The answer, not much. Because Jared Bowen has hit that with all the power in the world, and he somehow brought it back 1-1. And as you can see, my defenders are just running away. Like, where are you going? Stay on your man. Well, it's number 4 in the Prem for Jared Bowen, but it doesn't end there. As Paulinho finds his way to Pablo Fornals. Fornals plays it around the corner to Arthur Masuaku. Masuaku stops, plays it back to Pablo Fornals. Fornals finds Paulinho. Paulinho, beautiful bit of footwork, whips that one in, and look at that for a finish from Declan Rice. Declan Rice is scoring goals like that against me. I mean, again, well, what can you do? What can you do? The answer, not much. Well, if they score, they score. But we're going into the break with a little bit of a predicament on our hands. Because, as you can see, it's now our turn to be FIFA'd. As we've had all the possession and nothing in return. Vardy, beautiful play here. Madison, look at the ball around corner to Tonali! And he just blasts that one wide of the post. That could have been the goal to equalize it. But instead, we are still 2-1 down, and it is it's not looking good. We'll just say that. It is not looking good. And it's just gone from bad to worse. As Mikel Antonio goes for goal and makes a big save. But this is where things go from bad to worse. As Vardy gets the one away, finds Madison. Well, actually, no, it's not going from bad to worse. Harvey Barnes is in and away. He goes forward, shoots, and he's found the back of the net, and we've drawn it level. And at this point, you're thinking, surely now we can hold on to at least a point, or maybe even get all three if we need to. Harvey Barnes just ran with all of the legs in the world. He a little bit worried there when he hit that outside of the boot, but at the end of the day, it's in the back of the net. He's high-fiving the fans, which I really think he shouldn't be doing because of the protocols and everything like that. But Harvey Barnes, scoring number 7 in the Premier League, his second in this game, 2-2 draw, going on to the rest of this fixture. And Tillemans gets that one forward, finding Madison. Madison looks to find Vardy. Vardy's in and away, and he's got a score, and he's off and celebrating, but he's offside. Oh, dear Lord. Jamie Vardy's been absolutely robbed of a goal. But things are about to go bad for us. He finds his way to Antonio. Again! Like, I'm controlling Soyuncu. I'm trying to get him towards Paulinho, and instead he just runs away. But Paulinho with an absolute bullet of a finish. And that brings the Hammers 3-2 up in this game, which is just something that I don't really like. And it's headed away by Ricardo Pereira, and my defenders again are just running away. Like, what are they doing? Good first touch, half volley, and slams it into the back of the net. I mean, I don't know. Like, you can't really say much about it. Alina scoring a second, and now this. This is where things go from bad to worse. Finds his way to Jared Bowen. Bowen plays it through to Mikel Antonio. Antonio whips one in, and, I mean, Pablo Fornals. Can we have a talk, sir, and question why you've done that? Why have you got and hit it first time and absolutely slammed that one past Kasper Schmeichel? I mean, arguably, I think this is the best goal we've conceded. Mikel whips that one in, and Antonio hits it on the volley. I mean, look at that. Like, look at this. He just hits it sweet as a nut, and there was nothing anyone can do about that. You could put 2 keepers in there, and you still wouldn't save it, and they still wouldn't save it. But, hey, Pablo Fornals scoring number 7, and we do have one final opportunity in this game. He gets whipped one in. Ricardo Pereira does well to control that, as it's picked up by Kasper Schmeichel. Finds its way to Cengiz. Cengiz to Madison. Madison finds its way up to Anaki. Anaki, look at that for a pass. James Madison, even though there's no time left on the clock, gets himself a consolation goal. And again, it's another 7-goal thriller at the end of the day, but it just wasn't enough as we come away with a 4-3 loss. And I think our first loss in the last, 2 or 3 episodes. But, I mean, look at this. Vardy, he's going down in overall, yet has 37 goals and, 15 assists. The man is an absolute joke on this game. And then we saw this Alex Harris kid. He's worth $725K in value. I mean, what are you going to do? So we're going to train him up to be a center attacking midfielder, as we've gone and promoted him to the first team. We saw this Reece Archer kid, but I was looking back at it, I was nah, we're not going to promote him. But we are going to train him up to be a attacking midfielder, because he does have the stats of a attacking midfielder. But, I mean, when you're really looking back at it, that's all you can really do. But that is going to do it for this episode of the Leicester City Career Mode. I genuinely hope you enjoyed the series as much as I do. Leave a like, sub if you're new. Peace.